Hi, good evening, Corrie Thorne, psychic medium, spiritual healer, and life coach, coming in to do the channel messages for the month of January. This is supposed to be for the 15th until the 31st, so we're trailing it back a little bit here. Please remember, this is not a personal reading. This is a general channeled message for those born under the sign of Leo. So this is a Leo energy that's coming in. I kind of got to stop and chuckle a little bit here because I just wanted to stop the whole video, go back and pick up that little piece of string that's hanging over the side of my not well put together altar at the moment, because some of my pieces of my altar are out in my vehicle from being away. But that's what I feel like for Leo, is you actually want to stop the reel. So you want to stop life right now, because it's kind of moving quickly. You kind of made some decisions, and you kind of convinced people to follow your path, and now you're stopping. You're going, oh shit, what did I do? Did I make all the right moves? And am I on the right path? And am I happy? Whatever that means, am I happy? And you're really questioning some of your moves, and it's like you just kind of wish you had tidied things up more before you made a move, or you want to kind of fix things up before you go any further. And I just got that Meatloaf song, before we go any further, do you love me? That, I mean, I can't sing it, so I'm like, I was going to belt that out just then, but I'm like, shut up, Corrie, don't belt that song out. And so it's that Meatloaf song of, before we go any further, do you love me? Before we go any further, are you sure? Are you sure of what you want, is what I'm getting. Are you sure? Are you sure that this is what's going to make you happy? And I don't know if you're questioning somebody else, or somebody's questioning you. There's a rocky kind of ground happening here. And even though, I'm in Alberta and the ground's pretty freaking frozen here, but it feels like pretty rocky kind of ground that you're on. And it's a little bit of the answers could kind of be a little bit like, all of a sudden everything heats up and everything starts to melt out from underneath your feet. And you feel like you're sinking in, like, oh God, do I really want to know the answer? Do I really want this truth? Do I really want to know this? And I don't know if you really do right now. And you better be prepared for the answers, or you better be prepared to speak the truth, is what I get, because things may have to change for you. But it's sometimes those changes bring about the most beautiful things in our lives. And I feel as if there is some changes transpiring in your life right now. And I'm a little bit concerned for some of you, and please remember, you always have free will, and this is not to be taken as anything other than and yes, I get a little bit of flack sometimes for saying, oh, it's a form of entertainment, but I can't tell somebody how to live their freaking lives, and I'm not here to do this. This is guidance, and this is a channeled message of what kind of feels like is in the energy. And so you always have free will, and nobody can take away your free will. So don't ever let anyone, not even a partner in your life, feel like let them kind of make those decisions for you. You make up your own mind. And so I feel as what's coming up for me, and so the underlying butterfly spirit transformation is beautiful. This is Colette Baron Reid spirit animal deck, or animal spirit. I keep getting this one. I always muff it up. Spirit animal. And so it's like, and this is 11. And so what comes up for me is that instead of being so concerned about a possible outcome that's going to change your life, how about you look at life and be very playful with what's transpiring around you? You have been through a very murky kind of energy time in your life, and you are a fire sign. So you, Aries, and not so much Sagittarius. I don't know why Sagittarius don't so much fit in this for me, but you've really been through a real kind of murky kind of energy. And this lotus flower, this rise up, out, and above, feels to me as if it's time for you to kind of, you've made it through the worst. So whatever you're questioning, the answers or the truth, and however the truth unfolds is actually leading you to a beautiful life. So be very kind of, it's really about time to get yourself back to the gym, get yourself back working out, get yourself hanging out with friends, going for a glass of wine, a beer, dinner, whatever it may be, go dancing, go out and have fun, because everything else is unfolding. I feel as if some of the energies that you're picking up is actually energy of the past and not what's present in your, so some of the energies that you have was your fear in making the decision, and that the decision is now made and you're actually okay. You're actually very okay is what it feels like to me. And it's like you just have to trust how everything else is unfolding, because there's so many things that are unfolding um, in such a different way. But you're among those that just so I just feel like this is depends on where you're sitting in the year and time you were born, but this is moving into the year of the rat in the Chinese astrology. And I just feel as if there's it's either going to be a power year, like a powerful chest out, like become very physically, emotionally strong, or it's going to be very like like voice, like something that comes from a heart communication, like you're softening up, but you're softening up in such a gentle way that it's very transformational. So it's two directions that I have here. You're either softening, or you're either softening and finding your voice, or you're finally toughening up, like you're finally getting tough enough to be able to kind of stand your ground, plant your feet, say, no, I'm not taking this shit. Or, you're not kind of running away on me again, or we're not playing this game again. We're not doing this shit again. I'm doing what I want to do is what it feels like. And it's just like, there's just such a change by standing up for you is what I get. And so then everything changes on me again. Leo, you have quite the year coming. This is only in January, and I'm only at the last part of January, and I've already switched over here about 3 freaking times in the energy. So there's such a flip and change in the energies, a lot of up and down energies for you, a lot of challenges, a lot of surprises coming. And this is not a yearly forecast, but it's really turning into one, and it's only supposed to be a 2-week span. So what I'm getting here is that there's some, there's some detours. So it's coyote spirit, trust in the divine detours. There's something that's changing very quickly in your life, and I feel like it might be a return of somebody that was in your life briefly in the past and kind of coming back again. And sometimes life stings, and you've already been stung by a wasp. You know what it's like. You've already been stung by hurt and pain and dishonesty somehow. Dishonesty, mistrust, those type of things. And I feel as if, I don't know, this is still sitting in your energy. This is still sitting. So this is an old story, and it's still coming forth. It's like you can't live waiting for that wasp to sting you is what I'm getting. But life has some detours for you, and this is trust. You have to trust what's unfolding here. It all comes back to the transformation, and you can't get to transformation without shedding and kind of allowing the stages that need to happen to take place. And Leo, this is going to be a year for you. See? And then I got the snake. It's time to heal. So whatever stung you, whatever hurt you, it's really, truly a time of healing. I feel as if you may have somebody who's like an elderly or somebody in your life who's been kind of on that, I'm going to say, on the cusp of spirit world and human world. And this may be the year that they make the decision that they are taking themselves, that they're moving over. So it's like they're already elderly. They know they're having not much time, and they make that decision. I'm not eating no more. I'm not, and you can't. And I just feel like whatever their decisions are, is that they're just saying to you right now, I know what I'm doing, man. I got this. Please let me do what I need to do is what I'm getting. Please trust me in what I'm doing. There's some reason why they feel this way in their hearts. And they're just, they're shrugging their shoulders at me, like, so whether or not they were starting to like lose some of their mind, like a little bit of decaying of their physical minds, and they're just saying they know what they're doing. And then I have the otter spirit, and this is love. And Leo, this is the year of you finding true love. So if you're single, or if you're just starting a new relationship, this is love. And also knowing that that person who loves you very much, who's kind of passing, or kind of, because somebody's on their way. Like I just see them already gaining their wings. Like, I don't know, something is like, I feel as if I can reach right through the spirit world, and I'm like, I just feel like they're like right here. And so it's that essence that you will never be alone. They'll always be there with you. But it's really time for you to heal and live the life that you want to live now, not the life that everybody else wants you to live, which means there may be some changes coming in here. And I laugh how this does this to you, because how this comes in is, this is Bobcat spirit. So this may also be, I got two things coming up. I'm going to show you this now. Okay, I'm going to show you this. So I got pig spirit as your underlying. So I don't know if you have somebody who was born the year of the pig that's in your life, or if it's somebody born in the year of the pig. So you have to look up the years. So like 1971, I'm a year of the pig. So 1971, I think 95, like, yeah. And so 1947, I know is, so in between there, right? I'm not sure, but there's like, and so it's like every 12 years is a year, but I feel as if there's something underlying of somebody born under the year of the pig, or you may be the year of the pig. And this is like, so this is like coming down to the end of the year of the pig. And and I just spoke about this also for my last one that I did. And it's like, you need to, like, something is either relating around this, or something is about, or is changing in your life before the year of the pig is out. So if you are the year of the pig and we're moving into the year of the rat, it just feels as if you're making these changes kind of unexpectedly, surprisingly. And I got the Bobcat spirit here. Life is a mystery. And what is unfolding next is a surprise. It's like, have fun with kind of taking back your life. Know that there's always a challenge going to be met with this, but don't be afraid of what's taking place. Don't be afraid of what's transpiring in your life. It does feel as if this is like, for some of you, there's like a surprise happening here. We weren't expecting this. You weren't expecting this, but it's beautiful, and it's a transformation that's happening in such a beautiful way. All about love. All about love. So, yay. Much love to you all. And please also remember, please also remember to, if you're the Leo energy that's very overprotective of your children, I feel as like, let your children find their way is what I'm getting, and your children will find their way. There is a change in some households happening, and this may be a move and a selling. And I don't know if or you've had a house listed for a very long time, and finally there's like a moving on it. Like there's something that's transpiring to bring that change so that you can get moved on or moved out. So that's only for 2 weeks, and that was a lot of information for a matter of a 2-week span, but it's actually not. This is actually something that's trailing you through here. So, but it was big. So much love to you all, Leos, and I'll see you all again in February. Bye-bye.